Scorpion Willow is this season's Brawl Pass skin, and today we're going to talk about whether I think it's worth picking up or not. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, as always, let's kick things off with the design of this skin. Now, as you can see, of course, Willow is still going to be a fish, but instead of being green, now she's blue. But to make sure that you know that this skin is Scorpion themed, instead of her having a normal pigtail, now she has a Scorpion tail on her head. Aside from that, she also has a DBZ Scouter over her one eye. Now, I don't know what the point of this is other than to add flair to the skin, but I like the way it looks, so I'm here for it. Moving along, Willow has a purple cloak that looks great with her blue skin. It's also got a drawstring at the top that kind of looks like a scorpion tail, and there is a print right at the bottom of the front of the cloak that is also a scorpion design. Then the skin also has some small features. There's some gold accented throughout. She's got some purple gems in her hair. She's also got purple gloves and purple boots to add more to the purple aesthetic of the skin. I think overall this skin nails the design aspect of a skin. I think all the colors are very cohesive and it looks really good. Plus she also kind of looks like a badass with her stance and her power scanner. Overall, I'm just a big fan of the design of this skin. Alright, next up, let's move on to win and loss animations. Alright, for her win animation, she drops from the top of the screen, she does a bit of a spin, and then she kind of does like a head movement to activate her power scanner over her eye. For her loss animation, she stands sadly for a second, then her pet scorpion stabs her in the back, she realizes what happens, and then she faints. Overall, really not a ton to talk about here. The win animation is a little lackluster, feels a bit phoned in my opinion, but the loss animation is fun to watch. I do think it's very funny how the scorpion stabs her and she passes out. 1 for 2 ain't bad, and most people skip over animations, so let's just move on. Alright, next up we got the effects on the skin. Now, of course, this is just a super rare skin, so that means there's going to be no sound effects included with this skin. Of course, that's not a big deal, but I just thought I'd let you know. Alright, so as you can see, Willow's going to be carrying around a scorpion in her hand instead of a lantern, and when you attack, she's going to throw that scorpion. When the scorpion lands, it's going to explode, and a giant scorpion tail is going to erect from the ground. At the base of the scorpion tail, there's also going to be a pile of mud or dirt looking stuff, and there's also going to be some bones and a skull in it. For her super, she's going to throw another scorpion. It looks pretty much identical to the other scorpion she throws. If you miss, the scorpion kind of just dives into the ground and the tail sits there for a second. But if you land on an opponent and take over their mind, then it puts a little scorpion bubble over their head as opposed to the normal fish looking bubble that is on the base skin. Overall, I really like the effects of the skin. The main attack looks great. I really like the way the scorpion tail erects from the ground, and then it's got small details like the bones around the base of it and all that. One thing to note is that if you use her spellbound gadget, the one that makes her damage apply instantly, it actually cancels out the effect of the skin, which is a little lame, but I hope it gets patched in the next update. As far as her super, it's kind of whatever. It doesn't really matter because it's super subtle anyway. I will note that I am happy that they changed the bubble on the super because that shows that they are paying attention when they design this skin, so that's a nice detail to see. Alright, so now's the big question. Is this skin worth it? Should you pick it up for bling? Should you pick it up for gems? Or should you just skip it entirely? Here's my thoughts. So like I already said, I really like the design of the skin. The colors are all cohesive. It's got a lot of nice little details, and it just looks really badass, so I'm a big fan of the design overall. But like I said, the animations are a little lackluster, and I'm not the biggest fan of them, but like I also said, you can kind of just skip over animations. They're just kind of like a nice detail to have, but they're not like a deal breaker for any skin, really. And then as far as the effects, I really like the main attack effect, but I do hope that they patch that issue with the gadget kind of canceling out the effect on the skin. And as far as the super, it's very subtle. Like, what are you really going to do with Willow's super to make it look cool? But like I said, it is nice that they added the bubble on there, so that's cool. I think the things that you really got to ask yourself is, what other skins does the brawler have, and how often are you actually going to play this brawler? Let's start with the second one, because realistically, Willow is a thrower. She's not the most exciting brawler in the game to play. If you like her, that's great. Let's be real, Willow's a thrower. You kind of just hang out behind walls, you throw your shots out, and you might hit somebody with your super to steal a kill or pull them out of position or whatever you have it. But I think overall, she's just like not the most exciting brawler to play for most people. So if you're not going to play Willow, honestly, you should just spend your bling elsewhere, because like it's going to go further if you buy like all your Mortis pins or all your Buzz pins or a skin for Crow or something like that. You know what I mean? But if you do play Willow, then you got to ask yourself, what other skins does she have? And right now, Willow only has this skin and a rare skin. And honestly, this skin is a solid one if you're looking at super rare skins, in my opinion. Like I said, I already like it. It's got a really cool main attack, and the colors are all cohesive and everything. I'm a big fan of it, so if you do play Willow, I do recommend this one. It's way better than her rare skin. Her rare skin is just like a very boring, bland recoloring, and honestly, I could totally see that being her base skin with her base skin not existing. So like the rare skin's kind of a waste in my opinion, but I really like this super rare skin personally. So there's my super basic thoughts on Scorpion Willow. If you don't play Willow, then spend your bling elsewhere. You know, buy pins, buy skins, whatever for another brawler that you actually do play. But if you are a big fan of Willow and you really want a skin for her, then this skin blows the other skin out of the water, and it's a very good looking skin. Like I said, I am a fan of it. Personally, I do like that I bought it because I didn't have a Willow skin, so having it is nice. But let me know what you think about this skin down in the comments. Are you a fan of it? Did you pick it up? Are you just buying it just to buy it? Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.